from KSAT 12. The 6 o'clock news starts right now.
There's no excuse. That's what the Bexar County Sheriff says about the case of a 15-month-old girl who was left in a hot car. That baby died, and deputies arrested her parents. But Katrina Weber reports that some people are asking whether that's the right response.
Patrol cars signal trouble in a southwest Bexar County neighborhood. Heartbreak in the back of a hot car. Sheriff's investigators say 15-month-old Ariana Combs died Thursday after being left in the back seat.
They loved that baby like that baby was their whole world. All their children were.
Danielle Chaput knows the family and saw on her Ring camera as panic set in on Parish Divide. She also saw her neighbor sobbing on her front lawn.
She was distraught.
According to Sheriff Javier Salazar, this heartbreaking situation also broke the law. The baby's parents, Shavetta and Aaron Combs, both 27, have been arrested.
This far exceeded just being absent-minded and for a few seconds. This was a 2-hour time frame.
Time enough, he says, for the temperature inside the car to reach up to 150 degrees. He says, meanwhile, the parents, who had just picked up 2 other children from school, were in their own world. He says the mother took a nap while her husband played video games.
And unbeknownst to either of them, neither of them had taken steps to take the baby out of the car.
It was another child who realized the baby was missing. This is the 3rd hot car death in this part of Texas just in the last month. While not every one of these cases results in criminal charges, sheriff's investigators say in this case it was the evidence they found in that house and the interviews with the parents that led to their quick arrests. From what she knows about the family, Chaput believes this was an accident, one that has changed lives forever. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Child safety experts say that to avoid getting distracted while driving with a baby in the car, you should create little reminders like placing a purse or cell phone in the back seat. And that way, when you go to grab an item, you're also going to remember the child. If possible, also try to make it a team effort. Have another adult help, especially if you're traveling with multiple children.
Maybe have them unbuckle them and bring them out of the vehicle, and maybe have mom be in charge of the older children and help assist them getting out of the vehicle.
They're just more ideas. For more safety tips, you can check out this story on our website, ksat.com. What led a 41-year-old man to aim his shotgun at police? San Antonio police say that a man fired several shots into the air before pointing a gun at them. And that's when investigators say that officers shot and killed that man. Happened this morning on the city's east side near the Hay Street Bridge. Police Chief William McManus says actually spoke about what happened right after the shooting.
This started off as some type of altercation between 3 drivers. The decedent followed the 2 other drivers up to Cherry Street here behind me, where he confronted one of the drivers.
No one else was hurt. Police are speaking with the other 2 drivers who were involved in the initial altercation with the suspect. 2 teenagers facing capital murder charges in connection to the shooting death of a San Antonio ISD student. So this right here is the victim, 14-year-old Simon Cuevas. He was beaten and shot on April 16th and then died at the hospital. So the victim, we're about to show you some surveillance video. You're about to see him there. He was walking with a group of people when he was attacked right near Brewer Academy. The 2 teen suspects, both minors, ages 14 and 16, and both of them are expected to go before a judge on September 11th. So now a total of 3 suspects in this case are in custody. 18-year-old Fernando Flores was arrested earlier this month, and then on Tuesday, another suspect, 20-year-old Cesar Tijerina, died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound in Laredo. SAPD have yet to confirm if there are any more suspects in this case. So now let's give you a live look outside at our roads. 603. Ooh, there's something right there. You see a lot of traffic cones. That's I-35 at Powell, where you can see there is some slowdown there, but nonetheless, traffic is still moving forward. Nothing that's terribly slow at this hour. So speaking of the roads, our vehicles, wanted to ask you, are you hitting the road for Labor Day? Because it's actually cheaper to fill up your tank now than it was at this very time last year. Gas prices in the San Antonio area averaging about $2.85 per gallon today, and that's according to Gas Buddy, and that's almost 8 cents cheaper than it was at this point last year. However, it's still 24 cents higher than it was last week. Prices appeared to have jumped as part of a regular price cycle where gas stations try and undercut each other until they just can't afford it. And then what happens is that the price gets hiked back up.
The hope is that we have hit the top of the line there when it comes to price points, and that things will not progressively increase over the weekend. That's certainly not what is expected at this particular point in time.
So how much gas will you need anyway? Well, if you're going from downtown San Antonio to Fredericksburg, you can take about 7 gallons for the entire round trip. And if you're going to Garner State Park, more than 9 to get there and back. And if you're hanging out at the beach, you're going to need 18 to 30 gallons of gas, depending on which beach you're visiting along the coast. The tallest flyover ramp in San Antonio is ready for you. So we're going to give you a look at the road right now. The video that we're showing you right there is coming from Drone 12. And that new flyover connects westbound Loop 1604 to eastbound I-10. It's the third flyover that's opened recently, all part of TxDOT's Loop 1604 North Expansion Project. A fourth flyover is going to be opening later this year. All 8 flyovers in all are supposed to be open by the end of next year. We've been showing you a lot of video outside. You're seeing all that sun. Hi, Adam. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It's hot. Kicking off football season, right, for high school football. Yep. And I do have one area of concern just over the next couple of hours, and that's around Canyon Lake in parts of Comal County, northern Comal County in particular, and closer to San Marcos. Wimberley getting lit up right now by some heavy rainfall. This is slowly drifting to the south and southeast. Let me show you this over the past hour, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This isn't moving very quickly. It's just drifting southward, and it's modifying significantly as it drifts southward. And I can't guarantee you that this is even going to make it to the Bexar County line. But let's assume this does drop southward into, say, Smithson Valley, right? Already Smithson Valley, the outflow boundary has kicked up a downpour overhead. Spring Branch, you're just in between a bunch of these showers. But assuming that would make it actually to Branch, you would get that at 6:50 p.m. and down toward Greene and New Braunfels, that would be shortly after 7:12 p.m. But remember, this is modifying significantly. And more than anything, I'm watching this outflow boundary. That's this green line that you see right here on your screen. And this is kind of like the little exhale from thunderstorms, cold air aloft, comes down and then spreads out along the ground, and it always moves off into one direction or another. And this is moving southward, and this little line can actually trigger its own new showers and thunderstorms, which is what we have right here over Smithson Valley. So this is what we're watching closely that could interrupt or delay some of the high school football games, Comal County, and even a little bit westward, Candelia and Bergheim. Bergheim, this little downpour here in Candelia is drifting your way. Now, I'd give it a 20% chance of showers and storms through sunset in and around Bexar County and San Antonio. So it's going to be a little bit of a luck of the draw, but I think most of it's along and north of Highway 90 in terms of that 20% chance. Come sunset, this activity, it really fizzles out. So what I'm hoping for the football games is that this outflow boundary moves through and just stabilizes our atmosphere and actually gives us a cool breeze. That's one nice thing about these outflows. A lot of rain to talk about for the weekend. We'll get to it in just a bit.
Adam, thank you. It's hard to believe, but exactly 20 years ago today, Hurricane Katrina made landfall in New Orleans and just devastated that area. More than 100,000 evacuees came here to Texas, and tens of thousands of them also stayed here in San Antonio. Sarah Costa spoke with 2 families who tell their stories of survival and also why they decided to call the Alamo City home.
The power lines was on the water, no rooftops, no nothing. It was right in the middle of the Gulf. So I was like, just, in my mind, I was like, nobody's alive. Whoever's in the house is dead, 100%.
The wind was so strong, it would literally move your car over and other people's cars, and the kids are screaming. It was a nightmare.
Rodney Boisley and Angela Williams recall the day Katrina hit New Orleans in 2005. Both lost their homes. Rodney had to stay because he was working at one of the hospitals. They lost power after the first day, then moved all the patients and everyone on the roof for 5 days. Lots of people died.
having those patients pass away and then having to shake that feeling off and then grab this body and take this body over to an area and put multiple bodies in that one area. You know, the mental state you have to be in to just like, to do that, you know, like to just shake it off.
It was dark, hot, and they only had water, no food, just waiting to be rescued.
On the third day, I was able to call my wife and let her know that I was at least alive for just a short moment. And that was a very emotional call.
On the 5th day, the Air Force rescued them. He was bused to Houston, where he finally reunited with his wife and 2 young children. They then found refuge here in San Antonio because he had an uncle at Lackland Air Force Base. Angela was able to evacuate with her then 3 kids under 10, but it was finding a safe place for weeks after that was hard.
13 of us in one motel room, not a hotel, but a motel room.
Angela says it was her faith that brought her to San Antonio.
And I just heard from God, call your brother. And the phone worked, and I called him, and he was just so grateful to hear my voice. And he's like, Angela, leave right now and come down here, come to my house. You know, we'll take care of you. 703.
Angela now owns 2 Christian bookstores and is a pastor. Rodney continues to work in the medical field and DJs on the side. Both have homes here where their children grew up and thrived. Both say they stayed because it was the people.
People were collecting money and they had no idea who I was. It was just a story they heard, and so they just wanted to give. And I think that's a very rare thing to find. And so how do you leave that? How do you walk away from that? I love Louisiana, I'll always love it, but San Antonio is now home.
Sarah Costa, KSAT 12 News.
And Angela, we're happy that you stayed. Still ahead today on the news at 6, Friday night lights are shining bright in South Texas. Our Larry Ramirez is going to join us in just a bit to get you ready for high school football action. Also, the first day of school feels very different up in the Hill Country this year. Still ahead on the news at 6, you're going to see how students in Ingram are getting back into the swing of things. Students from the Ingram ISD just wrapped up the 2nd week of the new school year, and we know it hasn't been easy for them, especially since last month's flood. Erica Hernandez shows us how the warrior spirit of students and staff is shining now brighter than ever.
The Guadalupe River usually sits quietly across the street from Ingram ISD, but on July 4th, everything changed when historic flooding rushed through the area. Interim Superintendent Dr. Mindy Curran has only been on the job a week when the flood hit. She says there was no time to pause.
You didn't think about it. You didn't slow down to think about it. You just had to do what you needed to do. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Just keep powering forward.
Staff, students, and families rallied together as the school became much more than a place to learn. It turned into a reunification site for families, a supply distribution center, and a stop for first responders and volunteers.
We're in West Kerr where the mass of this occurred, and outside of our site, there really isn't a large site for that kind of thing. So we had to step in.
But after the waters finally receded, the school faced a new challenge. As far as damages at Ingram ISD, some security fences were destroyed, but central office is taking the brunt of it as they were right across the street from the Guadalupe River on July 4th. It got so high and wide that it went across the street into the building, destroying everything inside.
It was one, while an intricate part of our operations, we're all adults and we can figure it out, and we have, and we're making it work.
As for the first day of school, the feeling was one of hope.
So normal, so good. Our students were so glad to be here, and our staff were glad to be here. You could see that, you could sense it.
This year's school theme is the best year yet, and Dr. Curran says that spirit is already shining through despite everything they've been through.
The majority of people are inherently good and love other people, and that is exactly what you see here in our community.
Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
Now let's take a live look outside so that we can show you what it looks like. 100 degrees. Oh, God, I can feel that picture right now. All right, nice blue skies. Not the case. Just a little bit far away from us. Right,
yeah.
Adam, you were talking about rain before, and also rain that's going to continue in different parts.
Yes, and we're looking to the north, and that's where you see some of the darker skies from the storms up in the hill country. I'll have the authority radar in just 1 second, but I want to get to our rain chances quickly and just let you know that they really spike over the weekend, especially Sunday evening on through Monday. That's when they're going to be the highest. Stray isolated tomorrow afternoon, scattered Sunday afternoon, a little more numerous and widespread Sunday evening through Monday. Within any of the downpours this weekend and even Labor Day, a quick 1 to 3 inches, very possible. That could lead to localized street flooding. There is the chance of a little bit of flash flooding, so don't be surprised if you get a few flash flood warnings that would mainly be impacting travel on roadways. And some gusty winds that are just noticeable, may topple over a patio umbrella that's not collapsed, something like that. But right now we're not anticipating anything really to the severe levels of wind. Of course, that can change between now and then, so just have your Weather Authority app handy. Now, this is what I'm seeing here. Notice how the lightning strikes aren't as numerous, and I'm going to turn on the lightning counter. There it is in the upper right. The lightning strikes aren't as numerous in this thunderstorm that's moving into northern Comal County and Canyon Lake. That's a clear indication that this is weakening. Not only the radar signature and how it's collapsed quite a bit, but also the lack of electrification. This is falling apart, and it's throwing this outflow boundary southward. There's that green line. Kick-started a shower and storm right near Bergheim, especially on the north side of Bergheim. This is over the Guadalupe River, but nothing to cause any flooding. I do want to point out, with that decaying, that thunderstorm decaying, I don't expect that to make it to New Braunfels or Bulverde or even northern Bexar County. But I do want to point this out. This outflow boundary, that's a bit of a cooler breeze is the best way to put it. This could drop temperatures a good 5 to 10 degrees right when it moves in. So I'm going to track the outflow boundary, that cool wind from the thunderstorm. It's headed to the south at about 13, 14 miles per hour. That outflow, you'll feel that north wind in New Braunfels at 6:24. You'll feel it at Geneva School, Bernie area at 6:32. Johnson High School, feeling it at 6:34. Reagan High School at 6:45. Hollywood Park, 6:51, Hill Country Village at 6:57. That's not storm timing. That is the cooler breeze timing as a result of the storms that have been north of San Antonio today. I do think odds favor kickoffs just on time and games not being impacted in and around 16:04 and 4:10 around San Antonio. Just the off chance of something popping up that we'll keep an eye on. And I'll actually, if something does pop up, I'll come live on the Weather Authority app once this newscast is done. Let's go to tomorrow. Action starts in the hill country in the afternoon, then drifts southward into the evening and even lingering around a little bit after sunset tomorrow evening. But again, rain chances are highest Sunday night and on into Monday. Notice the cooler temperatures to the north, 76 Wichita Falls. What's that like at 6 o'clock, right? It's been a while. It's been a minute. Dallas at 80, Lubbock at 85. We're going to get a little taste of that not as hot air. I can't call it cooler air. I'm sorry. It's just not as hot air. And by Monday, we're talking 90 degrees for the high temperature. Today, we made it to 102. That's our 18th triple digit day. I need to do the math again, I guess. But anyway, we've had over a dozen. I believe it's 18. Right now we're at 100. But that cool breeze, again, it's going to be moving southward from that outflow boundary all the way through 7 o'clock here in San Antonio. So we may have to modify those hourly temperatures a little bit. But tomorrow we're back up into the upper 90s, right near 100. 94 on Sunday, 90 on Monday. Sunday afternoon, some scattered action, but most numerous showers and storms Sunday night through Labor Day. But check this out. Lower humidity middle of next week. How about that?
I'm feeling that. All right. Thank you. So I feel like yesterday's KSAT Pigskin Classic got us ready, right? Now we're all pumped, and now it's week 1 of big game coverage.
Yes, the first Friday night of the high school football season is always the best. The energy is unlike any other. I don't know if you can all hear me. I don't have my mic.
Seemed to be, just some kind of technical issue.
Let me know if I'm back.
There you go.
Can you hear me now? Okay, there we go. You never know what's going to happen week 1, the first Friday of big game coverage. We're taking you to Tybee after the break to see how they're gearing up for their season opener. And Arch Manning and the top-ranked Texas Longhorns are at the Horseshoe tomorrow for college football's marquee game after the break. It's the first Friday night of the 2025 high school football season, and our week 1 road trip takes us to the Texas Hill Country. The table is set at Antler Stadium for opening night. Tivy welcomes Del Rio to town. Not only are the Antlers chasing their 3rd playoff appearance in 4 seasons under first-time head coach Curtis Neal, they're also taking advantage of the moment to help the hard-impacted Kerr County community heal and honor first responders.
What this community needs is routine, and nothing more than a football program to help that healing process by putting Friday night lights out here for the community. And we have some big things in store, big plans up ahead with different events pre-game that we're excited about. We're having a flyover with Black Hawk helicopters. It's going to be one of the first ones in the state of Texas, so we're extremely pumped about that. And man, can't wait to put on that show.
We'll show you the current scene at Antler Stadium, where photographer Adam Barraza is in just a moment. But entering the 2025 season, the Tivy football team is looking to surprise some people, keeping their motto, Tivy Fight Never Dies, top of mind.
Bottom line is, it's just never give up. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just going to go out and fight, no matter what the odds are. No matter what the situation is, we're gonna fight, and that's TFND.
I'm excited for this year, and I think I think we could make a state championship. I believe in our team. I'm confident in our team, and I think we're gonna go out there and we're gonna surprise some people.
Well, after our stop in Kerrville, photographer Adam Barraza will make his way to Center Point, who's hosting Pettis, then Comfort, who's taking on Brackett. All right, let's check in with Adam now. How's it going, Adam?
Yeah, hey Mary, it's the first game of the road trip. Like we said, Tivy High School, they're practicing, they're getting ready for it. Everyone's pumped, everyone's excited. You know, with July 4th that just happened, everyone wants to come together, wants to be stronger. With that first game, it's First Responders Night, flyovers are happening, a lot of amazing things are happening within the city and bringing everyone together. So with that being said, I'm gonna send it back to you, Mary.
All right, thank you, Adam. Well, weather update, there's no rain on the field in Kerrville, but there's lightning in the area, so Tivy could see a delay for kickoff. All right, here's our week 1 game of the week matchup. Brennan taking on Reagan. We'll have highlights and post-game reaction on the Night Beat and again after the Night Beat, streaming live on all of our platforms.
We've been in some tough venues. You know, playing at Kyle Field last year was a tough venue. Playing at Michigan last season, defending national champs. Going to Alabama the year before that. So we've been in some tough venues.
Well, the #1 Texas Longhorns and defending national champion 3rd-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes are the game of the week, a rematch of the college football playoff semifinal. Now, Steve Sarkisian has a strong track record of playing in tough environments. The Longhorns are 11-0 in true road games dating back to 2022. Kickoff is tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.
I'm going to do my job. And I mean, it take all 11 at the end of the day. It just take everybody understanding what they need to do, holding everybody accountable. You know, one guy can't just stop the run. You know, everybody got to be on top of it. And, you know, that's going to be my job, is to do my job and be physical, play ball how I know how to play ball.
Well, as a result of trading Micah Parsons to the Packers, the Cowboys welcomed defensive tackle Kenny Clark to town today, and you heard him there emphasizing the importance of stopping the run, which is seemingly one of Dallas's top priorities entering 2025, and that'll be a big key to defeating the Philadelphia Eagles week 1.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for that. And as for you, after the break, we're going to get you ready for the weekend. Stephanie Guerra is going to be here to tell us about upcoming events. Let's have some fun with Puro Picks. It's about that time. Every weekend is a party here in San Antonio. We want to make sure that you know exactly what's happening around town. Our good friend Stephanie Guerra, always in the know, and she joins us now for Puro Picks. Nice to have you here.
Yes, I'm back on Friday.
That's right. Yes. Okay. Speaking of, there's something happening tonight. It's the Summer Rewind.
Yes, I want people to know about this. It's still early enough, right? It's only 6:30. Hemisphere, everybody was so sad when their DJ night ended, but they're continuing the party with a Summer Rewind, but now it's over in the Springs. So around the water features, more where kids can play. They have the Texas market with vendors, a DJ, splash time, and it goes on from now until 10 p.m. So, you know, the weather's getting a teeny bit cooler.
We'll check with Adam.
We'll check with Adam, but there's lots of shade at Hemisphere, and just something fun to keep up the music out in the park. You know, I love to see that. It's a free event, and everybody just gets together, people of all ages, and go have a good time on a Friday night downtown.
Yeah, it's a great way to kick off the weekend, the long weekend. Okay, so tomorrow we have the Sweetness Film Raise the Dough fundraiser.
Yes, so I love this. It's an up-and-coming film, so they are having a fundraiser to produce it. I thought it was very clever because the fundraiser is called Raise the Dough, right? Yeah. So they're raising some money over at Screenville Films, which is actually a studio right across the street from the Frostbank Center in the Andy. So that's on Coca-Cola Place. You just have to go to the Sweetness Film social media to see the RCP link. And they are raising funds to create this film that celebrates South Texas Tejano culture. So I can't wait. I'm very excited for that. Vanessa Lerma, Sam Lerma, Screenville Films, they're putting that together. It's going to be a really cool film. They need our help to get there.
Okay, all right, so now people know about that. Okay, that's 2 to 6 tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, also tomorrow, Tenfolds, Rooftops, they're celebrating their 1-year anniversary.
Yes, I can't believe Kimpton Santo has already been open for a year. So, I mean, with that construction, hopefully it'll be done soon. They can really party, but they're having rooftop celebrations all weekend long, today through Sunday, but tomorrow is actually going to be a really cool party with $1 bubbles, so that's champagne while supplies last. They're also having, I believe, $1 valet, a DJ on, and if you haven't been up to that rooftop yet, that is one of the most beautiful rooftops in San Antonio. 10th floor, it's covered, it's full of shade, and you get to see all of Hemisphere, the Convention Center, Alamo Dome, Tower. Like, it's just a beautiful view that's really hard to find anywhere else.
Also a good date night for tomorrow.
It's a great date night. Great date night.
Also tomorrow, there's the 40th annual Filipino and Pacific Islander Festival.
Yes, so Saturday and Sunday, the 4th annual Filipino and Pacific Islander Festival is happening at the Garden Ridge Civic Center, so right on the edge of San Antonio up north. It starts at 11 each day. I thought this is really cool, you know, unique festival for San Antonio. Filipino food, music, Pacific Islander. It's all incorporated, and they're going to have vendors, fun. If you check out Filipino Fest San Antonio's social media and website, you can see all of the vendors that they'll have there, and it's free. So I believe it's free from what I saw online, but definitely check it out. And I mean, it makes for a cute little road trip, right? You've got to drive about 15-20 minutes outside of town, but it's nice to get out every once in a while.
Well, it's also nice because you get to enjoy Filipino culture. I was just looking up this stat. There are more than 200,000 Filipinos in the state of Texas. Most of them actually they are down in the Rio Grande Valley. Yeah. Just saying. So that community has been growing exponentially.
A lot of military bases for decades, great big population. So that's going to be a really fun festival both days, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. And then Sunday, we have Bomba Estéreo.
Yes. So I love this band. They're a Colombian band. They haven't been to San Antonio in a while. I don't know, maybe over a decade, but they are blowing up. And they're on tour with another group from Venezuela called Rawayana. And they actually produced an album together. And it's really cool because that album is very tropical, a little bit of, you know, almost reggaeton, island vibes, you know, Spanish music. It's great. And it's going to be at the SB, so it'll be a beautiful night under the stars. Half of that is covered, but just a great night to see them. I'm actually hosting
get in early so you can get a good seat.
Yeah, get there because it is general admission, right? But great event. I haven't seen them, and I love these bands together. And I actually am hosting a little giveaway on my social media for them too, because I just love them so much, and I want more people to go, and I hope we sell out the show. But yeah, they haven't been here in a while, and you know, when touring bands come, we need to support them because we want them to tell all their friends to come to San Antonio, especially when they're not from the U.S. You know, like travel here, bring Bad Bunny with you. You know, I don't know. It'd be fun.
Yeah, you had your fill, right? Manolo was here. Was here last week, right?
There's so many great groups coming. Last night, my husband and I went to see Kevin Carl. He's Mexican, young singer, sold out the Majestic. Marcelo, comedian. There's a musician. But yes, Marcelo was here. Also 2 sold out shows. So like, I'm loving all the Latino artists and musicians that are coming here, and we're selling out the shows. So we need to keep doing that.
Okay, and then Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right? There's another event. It's the weekend.
I really
Weekend
wanted to
at
talk
Alamo
about
Dome.
this. I wanted to talk about the weekend on the weekend. So.
Yes.
And I also wanted to give everybody a heads up, right? Because you're not used to big concerts on a Wednesday downtown. So the weekend, it's probably going to be sold out. Over 50,000 people. Starts at 7. Tickets are still available. I think they are pretty limited. But he's a great musician, right?
He
We
is.
know him.
Great
We're so glad he's here at the Alamo Dome. And Via Park and Ride is going to be available. So make it easy on yourself. Catch Via. And it's actually going to be at 3 locations this time around. So stop at one of the locations for Via Park and Ride. Park your car. Don't worry about downtown traffic and construction.
You don't want to deal with that.
No, and it runs, through the evening, so you can still come early, eat dinner, go to the show, go back home. So it's going to be a fun week. And Labor Day, hopefully you all get some rest if you're off. If you're not, I'm sorry. That's why I give you the events on the weekend, so you can go party now.
Okay, lovely. Well, Stephanie Guerra, thank you so much for joining
you.
us for Budo Picks, and we can't wait to see you again next week, right?
Can't wait to be back. I'll be back.
Get us ready for that. All right, thank you. Now we're going to take a live look outside so that we can see what we're dealing with. Oh, I'm looking at that temperature right there, 100 degrees. Not a lot of fun, as we know. There's that event now going on at the Hemisphere from 6 to 10, which Stephanie just told you about. Yes, but Adam Caskey is going to join us right after the break to get us ready for the rest of the weekend. We'll be right back. She was the last remaining living Holocaust survivor in all of San Antonio. Suzanne Jalnus passed away Saturday at the age of 98, and she spent her life teaching kids and communities about the Holocaust. Our Courtney Friedman sat down with her family, which is vowing to carry on her legacy.
She just had been through so much. In her words, she beat the Holocaust.
Robbie Jalnus holds precious and prized pictures of his mom, Suzanne Jalnus, who he has always called a hero.
This was probably just before they came and took her in the war. She might have been 15 or 16 years old there.
In 1944, Suzanne was hauled away from her home of Rojka, Hungary, to the Auschwitz concentration camp. Her parents were murdered, but she and her sister survived the camp. Her husband died at 39 years old, leaving her a single mom with 4 boys.
In Jewish families, we know the matriarch of the family, right? But she was the matriarch, you've said, for San Antonio's Jewish community.
She really was. She was involved in just about every organization, and she was kind of the glue that held them together.
That includes the Holocaust Museum of San Antonio.
It was important to her that people did not forget. And she spoke to literally thousands and thousands of people here in San Antonio and surrounding areas. She spoke to the Shoah group, which was directed by Steven Spielberg. My mother, from what she went through, suffered from PTSD. So it was a daily routine just to see her break down and cry.
She was emotional, yet she kept telling the story.
Oh, she kept telling the story. But we have literally thousands of letters from school children that she spoke to that wrote her how much they loved her.
Something that brings pride to her tight-knit family, which now spans 4 generations.
Here she was with one of the great-grandbabies. Yeah. And you could just see the joy it brought her.
In the face of record rates of anti-Semitism, they have all vowed to continue their matriarch's legacy.
I continued that and became a speaker for the Holocaust Museum. And I still do that to this day.
Robbie hopes the rest of our community will honor Suzanne's strength, grit, and love by also vowing to never forget.
That was our Courtney Friedman reporting. If you want to see Suzanne's testimony or you want to learn more about the Holocaust and survivors, you can head on over to the Holocaust Memorial Museum of San Antonio's website. The website is hmmsa.org. We also have that link for you on our website, KSAT.com. Just search for Holocaust survivor. We'll be right back.
Already 2 delays for high school football. That's Kerrville-Tivy because of lightning that was in the area. No cloud to ground strikes, but there was cloud to cloud. So lightning within the clouds, which still triggered the system. And that was just a few miles from Tivy High School. I'll start there, but also Smithson Valley. I do want to point out at Smithson Valley High School being delayed. So Kerrville, we really don't have any action there. Just a few sprinkles left over. That's it. This was a just small thunderstorm. We'll go back over the last 30 minutes. You see, it rained really hard on the west side of Kerrville, but Tivy High School is here on the east side and didn't really get hit by the rain, but just a couple miles away, that's where there was some lightning up in the storm that triggered the delay. That is dissipating. You're in the clear, Tivy. You'll be in the clear. So you'll have to wait out your, 30 minutes from the previous lightning strike, and then you're in the clear. We head to Comal County, and what triggered the delay at Smithson Valley is this thunderstorm that's been close to and around Canyon Lake and parts of the Guadalupe River. I should say Guadalupe just south of the dam. Let's go back to the last, I want to do 2 hours with this one because this was more robust, and you'll see how it really had a lot of lightning. Those are those white lines on the screen. Sometimes I refer to them as the little whiskers on the screen. Those are those white lines, and you see Smithson Valley right here and those thunderstorms approaching, but not quite making it to Smithson Valley necessarily. You look at the high school here right along or off of 46, and there's rain just a few miles away from the high school. There's 4 miles away. You have downpours, but this is weakening and falling apart, and the lightning is becoming less consistent. So we're really diminishing, this thunderstorm is diminishing, and there's not nearly as much lightning. Oh, look at the latest scan. It got even weaker, this thunderstorm. So Smithson Valley, you will soon be in the clear. Those of you in New Braunfels, you've been watching this thunderstorm. It's weakening, nothing to worry about anymore. If there's a rumble of thunder off in the distance, it's the exception, and it's not going to develop into anything new. More than anything, we also have this outflow boundary pushing southward. Right now, it's right along 1604. This outflow boundary has a history of dropping temperatures about 5 to 10 degrees. Now, this is one of our products that we have. These aren't actual sensors on the ground, but I was comparing this to actual thermometers, and it's pretty accurate and pretty close. So look at this. Where we've had the thunderstorm, temperatures right now near 80 degrees, where we've actually had storms. But look at Bulverde, it hasn't had a storm, 89. And now into northern Bexar County, 87. That's because of that outflow boundary that's pushing southward. Even 91 closer to New Braunfels and 94 in New Braunfels, that's going to drop a little bit because the outflow is moving through as we speak. So more than anything, this little outflow boundary, I think, is going to be our friend for high school football games from Gonzales, Hallettsville, Seguin to Schertz, down into San Antonio, Helotes, and that's going to make it, let's give you a time. For downtown, that outflow boundary is going to make it downtown by 8:06 p.m. It would make it downtown. So that's the timing of that nice little outflow boundary that should help to cool temperatures a little bit, give you a small little bit of relief. Tomorrow afternoon, a few stray pop-up storms, higher chances in the hill country, but then a 30% chance around San Antonio. Most of the action along and north of I-10 tomorrow. Sunday afternoon and evening, storms become a little more numerous. Sunday night, fairly widespread, more coverage across our area. Sunday night into Monday is when we'll have the highest chance or best chance of rain around here. 1 to 3 inches possible within any downpour. So we'll be on the lookout for the off chance of some flash flooding this weekend. We'll be right back in a minute.
At last check, right there, 100 degrees in San Antonio. You're probably looking at that and going, you know what? I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay home. Well, it's perfect because KSAT Sports Now is going to continue during 7 o'clock, so you can watch that on KSAT Plus. Our Mary Rominger is standing by with a preview.
Yes, we have a lot of good stuff coming up on KSAT Sports Now starting at 7 o'clock on all of our streaming platforms. First and foremost, we'll start off the show with college football previews. We all know Texas versus Ohio State kicking off the slate at 11 a.m. tomorrow. We'll hear how Arch Manning is handling the pressure of the game. A lot of pressure on Arch. Also, Texas A&M versus UTSA tomorrow. How Mike Elko is planning on managing his running backs. Also, we hear from Owen McCown, UTSA quarterback, on the key to victory for the Roadrunners. UIW is looking to bounce back big against Eastern Washington. So that's all coming up for our college football previews. Aside from that, it's all high school football tonight. Our full BGC slate will show you. Also our road trip preview and another preview of a big matchup tomorrow, a rivalry game, John Jay versus Holmes in the Backyard Brawl. That's all coming up on KSAT Sports Now at 7 o'clock. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much for watching KSAT News at 6. Adam just said the storms are winding down. We'll see you here on the Night Feed.